We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Alright, so I thought
That is...
it would be cool
Oh, awesome.
to maybe show me how to play.
Very cool.
I held out getting it because it's pretty expensive.
Is it?
It was like $50 in a store. So then finally I was like, you know what, I'll go online, and I found it for about $35.
That's a great price.
Yeah.
It's total. It's even at 50 would have been worth it though, because this is a game that you will play for years and years and years. Ticket to Ride, one of my favorite board games and super popular board game made by Days of Wonder. There's actually a bunch of expansions for it too if you get super into it, different maps and stuff like that. Yeah, for people who aren't familiar, Ticket to Ride is sort of a railroad empire building game where you've got a map of the U.S. in the basic game. You draw some cards that give you some specific routes that is your goal to build, and your goal is to build a bigger empire than the other guy. It's cool. I think your box art's a little different than mine. Cool box art, U.S. map, and some other neat stuff. Cool. All right. So what's inside?
I guess this is all the Days of Wonder.
The catalog.
And then we have the instructions.
Mm-hmm. And you can see, this is one of the things that one of the reasons why I recommend Ticket to Ride to people. That's it as far as instructions.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really easy to teach people. Kids can learn it very easily. Adults can learn it very easily. It's great for families. It's great for parties.
And it's how many players?
2 to 5.
Oh wow! So you could play with 2. Should we show off the map?
Yeah.
I like that smell.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice U.S. map. You can see the color lines. I don't know how well it's going to come across on video. They're made up by squares,
right?
And those are what you have to fill in with your with your little train units. And so one of the bits with the strategy, let's say you're trying to connect Helena with Toronto.
Uh-huh.
Well, if I know that you're trying to do that, I might get that to force you to have to go around or to block you.
Harder.
And so you can block people.
But some have a double lane, so you could go right next to them.
It depends on how many players there are. Well, with a certain amount of players, you can only use one, and with other players, you can use...
The more people play.
Yeah. Oh, you have a flaw on the board. Return it. And so what else we have in the box?
There are trains, I guess?
Yeah, your little cars.
Lots of trains and pieces, I guess.
For scoring.
And then cards.
So these are the cards that you play your routes with. You can see on these cars engines of different colors. So there's black, there's yellow, there's orange, and so on, and red. Obviously, these correspond with
with the colors on board.
The way you play is as you're getting and discarding cards, you'll have a hand of cards, and so if I want this route, I have to play
the orange cards.
4 orange.
You need the colors of the cards to match the colors on the board.
Yes, yeah. So you need to build a hand to claim these routes. You know, the whole strategy of the game, your opponent can sometimes see what cards you're drawing and you're discarding. They might be able to tell, oh, he's trying to build up. He's pulling red cards. He's trying to get this line.
Right. So you might want to jump in there and block them.
Block, or don't discard red cards or whatever.
Are you dealt cards in the beginning of the game?
Yeah, you're dealt cards, and then the way the game goes as going back and forth is you have each turn you can do one thing. You can claim a route, you can pull cards, or you can pull one of these cards. And what these cards are, these are the route cards. You can see the route cards just outline a route. So Kansas City to Houston, New York to Atlanta, and you can see there's also a numeric value on it. That's what it's worth. So
if you finish that route, you get 4...
like extra
points?
Yeah, it goes to your score.
Do you get points for every one as well?
You also get points for this as well.
And if you finish it, you get the extra points for finishing it with this card.
Yeah, well, and so like, and these are your points for the length of the routes. So like, let's say if you do a 4 route, right, you get 7 points for doing one of those. If you fail to complete one of these, and this is the risk reward. If you fail to complete a route, those points get taken off of your score at the end. Oh, jeez. So if you mess up, if you're not able to complete routes, you get subtracted points at the end. So and some of these are big values, you know. Like Seattle to New York, you get 22 points at the end.
That's
or
a long path.
If you can't do it, to lose that, you might lose the game. By default, you'll have a few, but you don't have to pick more if you don't want to. And of course, the longest path gets 10 as a bonus.
Right, like Catan.
You compare everything to Catan.
There's numbers on the outside of the board.
Right.
So what are these?
This is your scoring.
So you keep score with your pieces around the outside of the board.
With these.
Okay. It's just like once. How do you know? Like what? How do you finish? It's as soon as someone gets to 100, it's over.
When one player's stack of colored plastic trains gets down. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Down to a certain amount.
It's up to your trains. Yeah, that's right. So when you only have 1, 2, or no trains left, when one player gets to there, then there's one more turn for the remaining people, and that's it. So you're kind of in a race to. You're not only in a race to like connect your routes for these route cards, but to build fast. Because like if you can trap someone where they've got like 10 of their trains left, obviously that's a bunch of unclaimed points that they don't have. So you want to build fast, but you also want to build smart.
I have a quick question. Say you do the New York to Atlanta route. Say I just finished it.
You don't get the points unless
and then
you have
I pick the card up later.
Then you.
And so you're like, well, I finished that like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Then you would get the points.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can get lucky sometimes and pick up the card.
Yeah. You can get lucky, or like if when you know the board well, if you recognize like, hey, I know this is a route. Maybe I should pull some cards and see.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty risky, and you never know if your opponent has
them already.
Yeah.
Okay, we shuffled the cards. We are going to play around.
Yellow will show up good on camera, and red probably will, right? I'm thinking that those are good ones to show
I will be yellow, and Eric will be red.
Eric the red.
Eric the red.
Scoring markers you place on number 1. So deal a starting hand 4 cards to each player. And then the remaining deck of the train cards somewhere near the board with the top 5 cards from the deck face up. You definitely did not do a good job shuffling.
Well, it's still random.
With the destination tickets, you deal 3 to each player. Each player looks at their destination tickets and decides which ones they want to keep. A player must keep at least 2, but you can keep all 3 if you want to. So, 1, 2, 3, and you keep them secret.
Okay. Keep them secret, keep them safe.
I was just going to say the same. Points are scored by claiming routes between two adjacent cities.
Right.
Successfully completing a continuous path of routes between cities, and in other words, fulfilling one of your destination tickets, or completing the continuous longest path. So that's how you do points. In other words, connect cities or finish your destination routes. So you can only do 3 actions, or you can do one of 3 actions in any given turn. So this is why the game is really easy. You can either draw train cards, which are these. The player may draw 2 train cards. You can take any one of the face-up cards, or you can draw a blind card from the from the deck.
Okay.
If you draw from one of the face-ups, you also immediately have to draw from that and replace it. So there should always be 5 face-up cards there.
Okay.
Gotcha.
There always has to be 5 on the table.
Correct. So you can either do that a turn, you can claim a route on your turn, or you can draw a destination ticket, and that's it. That's honestly that's the whole game.
And you can only put trains down that match the color.
Correct, except for these, which are
the gray ones.
To connect Oklahoma City and Dallas, which is 2 spaces. You could put 2 green, you could put 2 red, 2 black. Doesn't matter. So the person who's the most experienced traveler is the one who's supposed to go first.
That would be Eric.
How would that be me?
You've traveled more than me, probably.
I don't know that that's the case.
Used to be in a circus. You were a carny.
But that's all right. I will go first.
Okay.
So I will draw cards. So I will take place, and I'll take another black. Now it is your turn, Tig.
So now you could take one from here?
If you wanted to do another destination ticket, you could do that, or you could take from there, or you can claim a route if you have the cards to do it.
Well, you can only claim a route if you have enough to do the whole thing?
Correct.
So you can't go one at a time?
No, you have to do it all at once.
Oh, okay.
That's the strategy, is like to build up the cards to do a route. So yeah, you've got to do, it's got to be claimed all at once.
Okay, so I'll take a black card. I'll replace it. I have to take 2, you said?
Yeah, you take 2.
How many can you have in your hand at the same time?
You can have an unlimited amount in your hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's no big deal. I am going to be so beautiful. I'm going to take a white card. So, and I'll take another.
He's taking another one.
I'll take another white one. Your turn, Tiganaminus.
I am going to claim a route from Nashville to Raleigh. So now what do I do with the 3 cards I'll be using?
They go into a discard.
And then I just put 3 of my trains there?
Put your little choo-choo trains. I'm also going to claim a route.
Oh, shite.
Oklahoma City to Dallas.
Now I should check my destination ones. Geez, those trains are different then. Is that a wild card?
That's the wild, yes.
Oh, okay. So there's wild cards.
If a locomotive is then that's the wild is one of the 5 face-up cards, the player who draws it may only draw 1 card instead of 2.
So if you take a face-up wild card,
then
you're done.
Correct. But if you take 1 blind, then you can still draw again.
I'm going to take a face-up wild card and replace it.
Well, I'm going to claim a route.
Oh my god.
I'm going to go from Dallas to Houston.
So, do we move our...
And I'm sorry, yeah, we should be doing that. So, I have 1 and then 2, 3. 1, so 1, 2, 3, and you have 3, right? Is worth 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking the lead.
Yeah! You have a beginner's luck. I'm gonna pick another wild card. I mean, they seem like...
Did you feel so symbolic yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
We all want to be big, big stars.
Yep, so you got your thing?
Yep.
I'm going to claim a route.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to go from Vancouver to Calgary.
Oh, my God.
And obviously, the more players you have, the more strategy there is because you're fighting for routes.
I can't imagine when there's 4 or 5
you're blocking people, and you think you're about to do a long route, and then someone sweeps in, and you're like, "Go to hell! You're punished.
Yeah, you
go to your room. We're taking your cell phone away."
Has this happened before?
Oh, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4 for me.
I'm gonna put down some cards.
Oh snap!
So I have I have 3 wild cards.
And an orange, yeah, that's legit.
1, 2, 3. So with 2 players, I'm doing New Orleans to Atlanta.
Now I can't do that.
You can't because there's 2 of us.
Correct.
But if there was more than 2...
With 2 or 3 players, these double routes, once a person does 1 part of it,
okay,
that's it. So I'm going to go now. I'll take this blue. You're my boy, blue! And that blue. Now it's now it's your turn. It's my turn to operate.
Operate, Butterfingers! Wow, the Atlanta to Nashville line is just gray.
That's true.
So I can just use my card?
You can if you wanted to.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and that was... You did that 4, so how many points is that for the 4? 7. So 8 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Congratulations. I'm going to claim a route too.
Oh, boy.
And hook me up to Kansas City. And that finishes one of my destinations. All right, so that's
what was it?
2 of
Kansas City to Houston.
Yep. So that's 7 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I leapfrogged you.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Your turn, Tig.
All right, so I have no cards left.
So yeah, you have to draw.
But I can take 3. It said.
What do you mean 3?
I don't know. I felt like you could take 3.
No.
I felt like they said if you were losing, you could take 3.
I don't think that's how it works. I'll take a blue and a blue.
Taking the long route to get to where I want to go. I did do a good job shuffling. I just want to say that.
You're proud of yourself?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to claim another route.
Ah, you jerk.
Pittsburgh to Raleigh.
Let's see. Have you ever played this with like 5 people?
Not with 5, no. I think the most I had was 4.
Right, I'm gonna claim Toronto to Chicago.
Oh my.
Chicago.
Oh, so that was 4 for you, right? So that's what, 7? Oh, and did I give myself the points for that one?
No.
I did not. 1, 2. Oh, it's close, but you're still in the lead.
Jesus.
Well, I'm going to claim another wow. St. Louis to Nashville. Uh-oh, I feel like something big is about to happen.
I'm gonna do Nashville to Pittsburgh.
Oh, not bad, not bad. That's 7 points. Tig jumps into the lead.
Am I the only one that gets driven nuts by sloppy piles in board games?
Probably not.
I'm the guy who's always like making sure the pile is perfect.
No, that's understandable. Someone's got to do it.
You're done?
I am done, so it's up to you.
All right, I'm gonna do Chicago to Pittsburgh.
Oh boy. So 3 will net you 4.
And I have the Chicago to New Orleans card.
Ooh, 7 more. So that brings you up to 37.
37, baby.
I will take you, Mr. Green One, and 1 more, Mr. Green One.
All right, I'm gonna do another. I'm going to go Chicago to Duluth. Duluth is on fire.
Excellent. I'm going to take Calgary to Helena. Okay, it's your turn. No, then you're done.
Yeah.
I'm going to go from Santa Fe to Denver. Choo-choo! My trains are going to skillfully go from Denver to Salt Lake City.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Now it's your turn, Tig.
All right.
I'm going to go from Salt Lake City to Helena.
Uh-oh. Poo-pee.
Bonk. 13 more.
Oh, my God.
Vancouver to Santa Fe. Zipper. 17 points. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wow.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Wow.
17
50.
points. Bite my crank.
Yeah, I don't have any good cards. What was I thinking?
Oh no. All my cards.
Now, when you pick a route card,
Uh-huh.
you just take the top one?
No, you take the top 3 and then choose.
Oh, okay.
Your turn to
I'm
operate.
going to take a route card.
Oh, snap.
I'm going to try this. So I'm going to take 3. I'm going to try to... And I got to pick 1 at least.
That's right.
All right, I'm going to keep this one. And then I just put these back.
Yep. I'm going to take the black. And then I'm going to take the black again.
I'm going to go from...
Don't do it.
Pittsburgh to Toronto.
Hey, that's 2 more points for you. And you have a nice long route there.
Long route. That's what they call me.
Is that...
Call me
Yeah.
old long route.
Oh, long route. Salt in his bones. Well, Mr. Long Route, my people from Denver need to get to Kansas City. So I'm going to hook them up. So that right there is another...
That's 7 points.
Another 7. He got salt in his bones. No idea what that means.
I'm going to go Toronto
Oh boy.
to Montreal.
My dad.
Montreal. And I have a card,
Oh boy. That is...
Atlanta to Montreal. So
I'd say you have a continuous route. So that is what?
9.
4 plus 9?
Yeah.
Oh, very well.
Oh.
13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh,
So close.
so close.
So, okay, I will go Houston to New Orleans.
Oh, here we go. So is it all the amount of trains to make the longest route?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that would make sense, right?
I mean, that's sort of how that works.
I'm going to go through the route deck again.
Oh my.
I'm out of control. Let's be completely... Oh my god. Oh, this is terrible. This was not a good idea.
Was not the decision you should have made?
No.
Choo-choo! Technically, you're not supposed to put the destination ticket points on until the end. We were doing it. Doing it mid-game, but it's no big deal.
Oh, why? Is it supposed to be like a secret?
Yeah, like because sometimes you can leapfrog someone at the very end because you're like, oh, the points looks like I won, but then no, I finished 3 destination routes.
So for the record, we're not supposed to show the route points until the end of the game.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, but we did.
But we did.
We don't play by the rules. We play by our own rules. And do you? Okay.
Them wild cards sure seem to show up in groups.
I don't know why that would be.
I'm going to go from New York to Pittsburgh.
That's exciting.
It's a pretty exciting ride.
That's 2 big points for you too.
That's huge.
Well, I'm gonna go from Nolans to Little Rock, and that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna go from Hotlanta to Miami.
That's a good one. 5 will get you 10, right?
Pretty. What you gonna do? Uh-oh.
With the 24-inch pythons.
Go wild on you.
Just a little tiny one. No big deal. What the heck?
Just continuing the chain. I see what's going on.
It's a bad strategy at this point. I have the longest route rocked up. I really shouldn't be doing that anymore. I got those points.
Well, it's not definite, is it? No, it's pretty long.
There's no chance. There's no chance. No whammies, big bucks, and stop! I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, because I need the points more than the length. So that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
Oh!
I'm gonna go from Nashville to Little Rock.
Oh, look at that. It's a nice 4-pointer for you, too. Yeah, I guess I'll join you.
Do it. Just take it. I'm gonna go from Little Rock to Dallas, which is 2.
2.
But are we gonna keep doing this the way we've been playing?
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a Dallas to New York, so that's 11.
11. That's gonna be tough. Wow,
Oh,
I
boy.
mean, how am I possibly gonna...
How could you ever?
I don't know. It might not be possible.
This is what happens, folks. This is the big move of the night.
This is the game winner.
Here we go.
Bow!
From where?
Winnipeg to St. Paul Marie.
15? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right?
15. And that's it. You got 1 turn left.
Oh, so I can leap? There's a chance.
I got the longest route.
How many do you get for the longest route?
10.
Okay, so I gotta...
Wherever that card is.
Gotta dig deep.
I am the greatest Ticket to Ride player of all time. The greatest.
I think that's it. Do I even have to put them down? Because you win automatically because of the longest route.
I won the greatest match of all. At Ticket to Ride, I'm so great.
Good game, sir. That's a cool game.
Yeah, it's easy to learn, and it's when you get like 3 players plus, it's
Yeah, I'm sure it gets, because people are getting blocked. Like when me and you just playing, there wasn't any chance. This whole game, neither of us blocked each other.
Well, plus it seemed like just by the luck of the draw, you got all East Coast routes.
Yeah.
And I got West Coast routes, so we weren't in one another's way.
Right. Well, thank you for showing me how to play, Eric. I hope this becomes educational for others watching.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I sincerely agree.
Thanks for watching. We'll play more board games. Suggest some, and if we find them in the attic, we'll play them.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
And now, before the next show starts, let's enjoy an intermission. You'll find our snack bar chock full of good things to eat and drink.